Hello. In this presentation, we will be discussing our Brand Pro simulation. We will cover our strategy, overview, decisions, what worked, what didn't work, as well as the lessons that we learned. Our strategy was to use Mojo and Moon to satisfy two different market segments, one for savvy users and one for trendy users, with the goal of becoming the leader in each segment. There were a number of factors that influenced our decisions. Our competitors were used for reference when deciding on prices and attributes. Perceptual maps illustrated change in consumer behavior. The weight of the attributes were changed accordingly.
For the first year, we identified Moon and Mojo on the perceptual map. We tried to position Moon in the trendy market segment and Mojo in the savvy market. In the beginning, we didn't do any changes to the product's performance or convenience features of Moon since it was close to the trendy market, and we decided to change the retail price of Moon since we could see the market segment of trendy heading into a lower economy section. For our sales and expenditures, we decided to give more importance to the segments of trendy and pros since those groups were the closest to Moon, while giving more importance to the savvy market for Mojo. For the year 2, we changed the sales expenditures for the product Mojo by increasing the expenses aimed for the savvy market. As for the product Moon, which was able to get closer to the market segment of trendy, expenditures were increased to market towards the savvy market segment. For year 3, we noticed that we needed to slightly increase the convenience and decrease the performance of Mojo. We were also able to notice that we needed to increase the price of Mojo in order to reach the high economy value that the savvy market segment expected. To do this, we increased the number of features, decreased the battery life, and decreased the processing power. And for our sales expenditures, we noticed that we were not able to make Mojo get closer to the savvy market segment, so the expenses were focused towards the trendy and savvy market with a higher focus on the savvy market. Moon sales expenditures remain also almost the same with a major focus on the trendy market segment. For year 4, we noticed that the Moon product needed to increase the convenience and decrease the performance. Economy-wise, the price was just right, and we increased the number of features by 1, slightly decreased the battery life, we almost doubled the screen size, and increased the processing power of Moon. Mojo was able to get a little bit closer to the market segment of savvy, so the sales expenditures were focused mostly on savvy, while for Moon, it was focused mostly on trendy, as it was already standing really close to the market segment of trendy. Finally, on year 5, we noticed that Mojo got further away from the market segment of savvy, and the convenience was just right, but the performance needed to be decreased. In order to do this, the number of features were decreased, but the battery life was increased, the display size was increased, and the processing power was increased. The economy level was extremely low, so the retail price of Mojo was increased as well.
Our company is not operating very well because from the chart, share price indicates revenue and earning shows a downward trend. We have almost no money during these 5 years compared with the start, the 0 year. Share price indicates has dropped by 41 and the revenue has dropped by the 6 millions. Same as the earning is dropped by the 5 millions. because we didn't make detailed product strategies. So from year 0 to year 5, more are decreased in the brand market share and brand retail sales. The modules are increased a little bit in the year 5 because we replan our strategies. I think the reason why we didn't make it very well is our product performance and the price do not meet the need of our target populations. The details please see the next page. As you can see, for the moons, our target populations is pros and 20s, but the mean target populations is 20s, so we make some which the more performers are very close to the 20s need. So the brand awareness is increased during these 5 years. And you can see, and we didn't make the very successful communications at the beginnings. So maybe the set of the price are a little bit higher or lower than their wants. And another competitors who target populations is 20 or pros are very close to them than us. So we don't have any advantages. The reason why we also did very good wells on the modules is we set up the target populations at the beginning is service, but whatever we changed is even not very close to the service, and the price of we made is too low at the beginning, and we also did not make the successful communications like the economy and the performance graph. As we just said, we even not very close to the service. And I think the hair marketing budget our is higher than the competitors, so we don't have the advantages too.
The reason why it didn't work was because we should have divided out the market into groups with similar needs and wants. Then we should have made the most of our two brands, Moon and Mojo. As you can see on the PowerPoint slide, the firm's earnings and revenue has had a drastic decrease in year 5 because we failed to anticipate our competitors' move, and our expected price was below expected, as we did not adjust our pricing aggressively enough.
Hi there. So the lessons learned is as follows. We should have priced our moon prices higher and better. We should have also improved and added more features in our Mojo brand as it was selling more, and the customers showed way more interest in this product than Moon. Our forecasting was wrong in the year 2, which made us really behind in earning profits, and from the year 3 we had a downfall in all our revenues. We also did not focus much on our 4 P's of our marketing mix, which led us to lose a lot of money in the simulation. Thank you.